Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bell Alliant TV1's coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite Eight. My name is Steve Power, and I'm joined all weekend with the basketball Swami, the guru himself, Mr. Scott Knoftel from Newfoundland Labrador Basketball Training.
How are you, Steve? Good to see you, buddy.
Excellent. Great to be back here with you, Scott. And we've got the number 2 ranked St. Kevin's Mavericks going to tangle with the Mobile Monarchs here today. St. Kevin's, from what I hear, Scott, one of the potential powerhouses here on the female side. Who should we be looking out for with this Mavericks team?
Everyone that they start is a great young basketball player. This is a hungry team looking to knock off that number 1 Waterford Valley High School. Standouts, I'd have to say, senior guard Ashley Collins is definitely a standout. Emma Power, they got a girl, Brianna is a great player, number 13 there. It's a pretty stacked team, great team. That's why they're the number 2 team in the tournament.
Mobile not backing down early. They jump out to an early 4-3 lead here. And on the Mobile team, Scott, who are some of the key players to look out for there?
Brianna Walsh is a great young guard, fast. As you saw there, right off the opening tip, got to the basket and sank her free throw. So I would look for Brianna Walsh. Also, Sarah Walsh is a great young player from the Southern Shore.
So we see the Southern Shore team, the Mobile Monarchs, jumping out to an early 5-2 lead here. St. Kevin's coach Randy White not liking what he sees early on. Going to call the early timeout and stem the tide. And timeout's really key in this high school basketball program. When to use them, when not to, isn't it, Scott?
Absolutely. You have to manage your timeouts. In the high school game, you have 5 timeouts in total. You have 2 in the first half and 3 in the second. You can't carry the timeouts over into the second half if it's either a use them or lose them scenario.
So no substitution changes for the Mavericks coming out of the timeout. 5 starters still on the floor.
This is exactly what Mobile is looking to do. Get off to a good start and stay in this game. It's a 2 seed versus a 7 seed.
Taylor Doyle on the inbound pass. Ball is put out of bounds. Doyle stepped on the line. St. Kevin's going to have the chance to bring it in. They do. Ashley Collins moves the ball to Brianna Power. Down low, here's a shot from the outside. 3-point attempt. That catches iron. Good rebound there on the boards by Kylie Emberley. Ball goes up, shot. Here's a rebound. Nothing but air on that attempt from Power. Great job on the boards here. But St. Kevin's Mavericks, there's a long 3-ball attempt there. That one goes astray as Ashley Collins couldn't put it down. Mobile finally get possession. Taylor Doyle drops it back for Brianna Walsh.
Great
Walsh
play.
Fights for that one. We've got a violation foul here. Going to go against the Monarchs. Walsh picks up the first foul, Scott.
Great defensive play, standing straight up, anticipated the pass and fought tough to get the possession at half.
So St. Kevin's with some good offensive presence. Not much on the score clock yet, though. Great ball movement. Looking for a good shot. Drives the key. There's a layup attempt. That draws iron. Rebound. Once again, controlled by the Mavericks. Jump ball situation. Possession arrow going to the Mavericks here early on. And Scott, for the people watching at home, the possession arrow, it changes after every jump ball. Is that correct?
Changes after every jump ball, yes.
So anybody watching at home, Scott, if you want to remind them your Twitter handle, we're live and interactive here on Bell TV1. You want to get a hold of us and probably get a shout out to one of your players or say hello to someone or just maybe tell Scott about how bad of a play-by-play man I am and how good of a color guy he is.
It's going to blow up, Steve.
You can reach out to Scott at your Twitter handle, Scott.
NLB Train.
So by all means, we certainly encourage any feedback. Good, bad, the ugly. We'll take it all. St. Kevin's with possession. Mavericks inbound the ball. Here's Collins. Collins over for Emma Power. Power, long 3-ball attempt. And something we're seeing early on, besides St. Kevin's dominance on the board, not afraid to put up 3 balls, Scott.
St. Kevin's has the green light. Very unselfish, good passing basketball team, as you can remember from last year. I'd like to see him get a little bit more create these shots out of some penetration towards the basket.
Taylor Doyle causes the turnover for the Monarchs. Doyle very early in this one. Certainly the Mobile Monarchs' best player so far. Mobile under some pressure here on the inbounds. Does get it in. Janine Coombs. Coombs leaves the ball up to the key. Shot there brought to the hoop by Kendra Tobin. Her shot misses. And away come the Mavericks. Mavericks push the ball down the floor with some urgency. Foul in the key as Kylie Emberley is going to go to the line and shoot two, Scott.
Mobile took a good shot then. Steve, I don't know if you noticed, 3 of the Mobile players stayed up in the court, in the front court, defending a single St. Kevin's guard, leaving a fast break opportunity. Mobile's got to take good shots. If they make it, great. If they don't make it, send 1 or 2 crashing the boards. The rest have to get back on defense and find these open St. Kevin shooters on the wing.
St. Kevin's just too good beating a press like that. Emberley at the line and comes up empty. On the free throws, we've got another jump ball situation. This one looks like it's going to the Monarchs this time. First substitution of the game. Grace Bennett checks in for the Mavericks. Here's Mobile. Emily Walsh drives down the floor. Walsh finds the open player in the key, goes up, and away come the Mavericks with the rebound once again. Scotty, you surprised with the dominance on the boards this early by St. Kevin's?
Not really. St. Kevin's a little bit bigger, a little more athletic team, and again they're putting up lots of shots, and they're missing lots of shots. So there's going to be lots of opportunities for offensive rebounds. Mobile have got to do a better job. You're playing the number 2 seed team, and they're doing exactly what you want. They're missing. You have got to rebound the basketball.
Here's Brianna Walsh looking for some daylight down the right side. Can't find it there. Finds Tobin
Nice
in
pass.
the key.
Great pass.
Nice feed there by Kendra Tobin. And the Monarchs answer back quickly. Here's St. Kevin's. Tobin, another opportunity to steal. And a smart play there by the Mavericks. Number 14, Emma Power, presence of mind to throw it off a Monarch defender. Ball goes out of bounds. St. Kevin's ball.
Number 22, Goss, checking into the game for the Mavericks.
Ashley Collins down low into the key to Grace Bennett. Bennett gets stuffed on that attempt. Good steal there. Really impressed with the defense of this St. Kevin's squad so far. But Mobile making the most of their chances, and we're going to have a traveling call there as Grace Bennett. No, it's a basket. The foul, I believe we're going to have a foul called. Bennett is going to go to the line. Scott, I'm not a basketball guy like you are, but buddy, that looked like a travel to me.
I think it looked like a travel to everyone in the gym except the gentleman,
the man with the whistle.
the game there.
And his opinion is the only one
he
that
makes
counts.
the final call.
Absolutely. So, a 3-point play for the Mavericks when comes out of nowhere, so to say. Mobile. Rebound, 7-7. 5:50 left to go in this first quarter. St. Kevin's Mavericks in white. The Mobile Monarchs in red. Substitution for St. Kevin's as Emma Power is going to check back into the game. Here come the Mavericks. Power. Ball for Goss. Goss moves it over for Brina Power. Back down low for Goss. Goss down low for Brina Power. 3-point attempt from outside. That catches nothing but air. And the Monarchs a chance to come away and create some offense. Mobile with a long shot attempt for themselves. Rebound low. Kendra Tobin does a great job grabbing that rebound. Missed opportunity there by the Monarchs, though, and St. Kevin's will come away. Kendra Tobin proving a little tough to handle down the key, Scott.
Mobile needs to keep on pounding the basketball towards the basket, creating opportunities, and they need to just take their time a little bit more on offense. Steve, they're the less fit of the two teams out here. Starting to see that on Mobile's faces right now. They need to take their time on offense and not play the St. Kevin's game. St. Kevin's wants to get out and scrap it out with you and get running and gunning. That's where they're really good, passing the basketball. Mobile needs to just calm down, get good shots, crash the boards, get back, get a stop on defense.
So on the foul line now, Kristen Goss misses her first attempt. Sorry, not check that. It's Grace Bennett on the foul line. Bennett misses the first one. Out comes shot attempt number 2. And that one has the most beautiful sound a basketball player will ever hear. The swish of the net. Turnover.
My ringtone.
Turnover. Here come the Mavericks on the attack. Ball kicked to the outside. St. Kevin's doing a great job moving it around to the outside, looking for the easy play down low. Good defense there by the Monarchs. Ball goes off the foot of Tobin. Still be St. Kevin's ball. Shot clock in high school basketball, Scott. Is there one?
Yes, there's a 30-second shot clock.
So I would assume in a venue like this, and for people at home don't realize, we've got 4 games as we see a long 3-point attempt drained there by Emma Power. We've got 4 games going on here at once, so different whistles going on and different courts sometimes get a little confusing. And as this event goes on, the more eventually we go to 2 courts before they get to Championship Sunday at 1 court. And say the Mavericks answer right back. Janine Coombs, she drops a 3 ball.
Huge basket for Mobile then, matching St. Kevin's 3. And
St. Kevin's starting to heat up now as Kayla Fisher drops a 3. Scott, we mentioned lots of shots early and often, but most were missing. We've seen the last 4 go in. Traveling violation call against the Monarchs. 14-10, St. Kevin's. And we can see, you talked about the depth of the Mavericks, Scott. We see how much they used their bench already compared to Mobile.
And that's going to pay dividends come the second half of this basketball game.
So we got a foul down low. I believe that foul is going to go against Kendra Tobin on the reach-in. Yes, indeed. Tobin's going to take the foul. Substitution for the Monarchs checking into the game. Megan Maloney is going to check in while Taylor Doyle's going to have a seat for Mobile. Almost a steal off the inbounds. Ball comes out. Emma Power kicks it to the outside. Down low for Grace Bennett. Bennett being swarmed by the Monarch defenders. Power puts up the 3 ball. That one's going to go off the top of the rim. Went over the court. I think they were waiting for the whistle there. Scott didn't get it. But Mobile nonetheless come away with the ball. Monarchs. Ball's down low. Emily Walsh kicks it out. Here's Tobin. Tobin drives to the basket. Great defense there by the Mavericks.
Right idea for the Monarchs. Need to get some stops on defense.
Long 3-ball attempt. Rattles in and out, and they get the basketball. God's touch there as Kristen Goss sinks it for 3.
A skilled team like this St. Kevin's team, they don't sweat it when they miss a few shots right out of the gate. They know the ball is going to start to drop. That green light just keeps getting brighter as the game goes on for this team.
Answering back for the Monarchs right away was Megan Maloney. Monarchs didn't cause a steal. Still have the ball down by the St. Kevin's hoop, and driving the basket fearlessly was Sarah Walsh, and she takes the hoop in the harm. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 17-12, St. Kevin's here in the first. Pretty high-scoring affair for a high school female basketball game, Scott.
Looking at 20 points in the first quarter, very high scoring for St. Kevin's. Mobile needs to make foul shots if they're going to have a chance to beat this number 2 seed.
Absolutely, Scott. You got to make the trips to the charity stripe count for sure. So coming up empty on that trip for the Monarchs. They'll regroup on defense. Here's Ashley Collins. Collins kicks the ball down low to Kylie Emberley. Emberley out again. Long 3 attempt there off the hands of Collins. That one comes up empty. And players fight hard for the ball on the forward end. Possession arrow this time goes to the Mavericks.
Good defense there by Emily Walsh on on the Mobile team, challenging the shot, running at the shooter, calling shot, and finish it off with a box out. That's what this Mobile team needs to do to turn that green light off for St. Kevin's.
Nice move there by Ashley Collins of St. Kevin's. And from my layman's eye here early on, you can tell this Ashley Collins, she can play.
Senior player on this St. Kevin's team, played with the Newfoundland team numerous years. Grade 12, looking to take her game to the next level next year and play either locally on the MUN team or somewhere else in the CIS.
A real battle develops down low. Here's Collins. Kicks it out. Shot from the top of the key. That one draws iron. Stays out. Here's Sarah Walsh now for the Monarchs. Walsh drives down the right side. Deflected out of bounds. And we'll have substitutions on both sides.
Sarah made a nice play getting past some pressure on the sideline. She needs to just stay calm, bring that basketball back out, get it up the center, and get a good shot for your team.
Here's a long shot there, and that one rattles around, and Mobile going to hang around here. Nice hoop there from the sidelines.
Hanging in there.
Drawn to within 3. St. Kevin's on the attack once again. Bit of body contact down low. Kylie Emberley brought it up but couldn't draw the foul. Here come the Monarchs driving down the side, and not quite sure what the call is here. Mobile player went up. She thought she was fouled, and apparently it's
called out of bounds.
Called out of bounds, and referees trying to call it tight. Mobile at the top of the key.
You're too
Taylor
kind,
Doyle.
Steve. You're too
kind. This is only the first game, Scott. Don't worry about that. Taylor Doyle shot. That one draws iron, goes out of bounds. St. Kevin's going to come back. Last minute of play here in this first quarter. Here's Collins. And it seems, Scott, I know you mentioned earlier about the pace of the game. It seems like the pace has indeed slowed down a little. Not something I'm assuming the Mavericks would want. That shot draws iron from the side. Mobile. They're going to get the last shot attempt, perhaps, of this first quarter. They're going to slow the pace down, puts the ball out to the corner. Long 3 attempt by Doyle. That one misses wildly. But the Monarchs grab the rebound. Going to put up another one, and that draws the swish. Mobile within 1. St. Kevin's now. They'll get the last shot of this first quarter. Ball to the top of the key. Moves it over to the other side for Green. Angela Green. Long shot. That one rattles in and out. And you said it already. They're certainly not afraid of the 3 ball, Scott.
Looking a little bit flat-footed there the last possession. Everyone just standing around. That's not the kind of shooting team St. Kevin's wants to be. They want to create shots, catching the basketball in rhythm, coming off penetration to the basket. Mobile hanging in there with the number 2 seed.
Absolutely.
Need to take better shots, those Mobile. They're doing a pretty good job of getting to the basket. They just need to choose when to go to the basket. Shot selection will be a big factor for them if they want to remain in this game with the number 2 seed, St. Kevin's Mavericks.
So, folks, Bell Alliant is a proud sponsor of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, live from the Powerplex here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with Fiber Op. We'll be back for the call of the second quarter of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite 8. Quarter 2 is going to kick off. St. Kevin's on the inbounds. Brina Power kicks it out. Going to be interesting to see, Scott, will the pace pick up again? And I agree with you. Just from looking on the outside, you can tell St. Kevin's the more fit team. They use their bench a little more. You got to think a higher pace would suit them as opposed to Mobile.
Mobile, it goes back to shot selection and choosing your spots. Mobile needs to slow this game down just a little bit. You can see they made a few substitutions. That's going to help them out, but shot selection is going to be the difference in this game.
I can tell you one thing from over here. We can see Mobile coach Nancy Hensley. She's into it. She is into it. She's really getting into it with her team, and you got to like seeing that.
And Randy White does not look too happy with this performance. Even though they have a lead, he knows this team is much capable of much more.
Kylie Emberley on the line. She sinks her first free throw. Second attempt catches iron. And away come the Monarchs.
Nice pass. Great lead pass.
Here's Walsh. Walsh drives down on the key. Nice pass there. Ball catches iron. Megan Maloney puts the ball into the corner, and there's a three-ball attempt and make for the Mobile Monarchs. Mobile takes the lead.
That's the kind of patience they need to demonstrate on offense. And they need to get after those shooters on defense. Cannot let her catch that basketball.
And Emma Power answers back right away for St. Kevin's for a three-ball attempt from Sobeys. She just shot that. She was about 10 feet behind the line, Scott.
Did she collect her Jamie Oliver stems?
Oh, my goodness. She probably got enough for the knife and butter iron. Here's a long, fast break for the Monarchs, and that's an easy 2 points there. Emma Power converts that.
Coach Randy White off his chair. This is what he wants to see from this St. Kevin's team.
Here's Mobile. Mobile pass the ball around. Mobile doing a better job at getting on the boards this corner. Megan Maloney picks up a couple.
I'm impressed with this Mobile team. They're hanging right in there with the number 2 seed.
Collins kicks it out to the outside. Another three-ball attempt. That one comes down into the hands of Maloney. Monarchs do a good job saving it. And great pressure there by St. Kevin's. And Brina Power will pick up a couple there.
Mobile's backcourt need to catch that basketball and eyes up, be aware of who's in front of them before they put the basketball down on the floor.
We got a foul here. I would assume it'll be a blocking foul. Going to go against St. Kevin's number 14, Emma Power. Substitutions coming in. Mobile sending in 3 subs, Scott. Practically emptying her bench over there, the coach.
Great move. They have a short bench. They're only dressing, I believe, 10 players. Keep them fresh, keep them coming, and playing tough defense against this St. Kevin's team.
Jump ball called down low. Possession going to stay to the Monarchs. Kendra Tobin going to go to the baseline for the inbounds. So, Scott, with no shot clock here physically at the arena, we would assume it's up to probably the back official, I would assume,
up
counts
to the
the shots.
referees, yes.
Is it both referees or one referee for each?
Good question, Steve. I'm not I would imagine it's
I
probably
don't believe
the
you don't
top,
know that. I don't believe you don't know that. You know everything about basketball.
There's a lot I don't know about basketball, believe it or not. I believe the top official keeps the count.
Folks, for you, anybody listening here, you can expect a lot more of this all weekend. We'll be here all weekend. It's probably going to get worse, too. Or better. It depends what you think. Don't forget, you want to reach out to us on social media.
Love to hear from you on Twitter.
Check out Scott at NLB Train.
NLB Train.
And if you really want to give me some grief, you can get a hold of me at Steve Power NL. Hall of Fame Cup. St. Kevin's number 2 ranked of the Elite 8. Tangling with the number 7 ranked Mobile Monarchs.
Mobile needs to protect that basketball. What they're doing is when they feel that pressure, St. Kevin's double team, they're standing straight up, putting the ball over their head, very susceptible to someone just taking it out of your hands. You want to keep that ball protected, low, athletic, and pivot to get out of that pressure.
Ashley Collins just took a 3-ball attempt. I think that might have been from Sobeys on Topsail Road. Never mind the one here. My goodness.
My favorite Sobeys.
Wow. That's got to really, what does that do to the Mobile team? Knowing you got to defend someone that far away. Like that's obscene making shots from out there.
You have to know your matchups. You have to know who is on the floor and where they are. And Ashley Collins, when she gets going, her range is is pretty limitless.
Well, that was a shot there. I'm not exaggerating. She was every bit of 10 feet from the three-point line then. Bell Alliant TV1's the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellalliant.ca/TV1. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with FiberOp. 30-21, St. Kevin's over Mobile. Things going according to plan now, I guess, for the St. Kevin's coach, Scott, do you think? Or is this more what he was expecting?
This is more what he was expecting.
It's the beauty of sport, though, hey? When you expect something as a coach, the other team doesn't necessarily cooperate all the time. You can see certainly a plucky effort here from the Mobile Monarchs.
St. Kevin's need more of what they've shown in the first 3 minutes of this second quarter. They need to spread the floor, play, keep that trapping defense that they're running, keep the pressure on, and they love just getting up, passing the basketball. Very exciting team to watch. When everyone's on the same page, this St. Kevin's team is a dangerous team. Look for this St. Kevin's team to be in the mix on Sunday.
And I can see that what you're saying too early. I mean, in their transition, the ball doesn't hit the floor much. It's usually hands to hands. They're just one touching that ball. They're moving it all the way up. So, Collins, in my opinion, the floor general here for the St. Kevin's team. She carries it up the floor. Ball's kicked down low. Mobile just swarm on defense. They cause the jump ball. This one's going to stay with the Mavericks, though. Great defense there by the Monarchs. 6:32 left to go here in this first half. No problem on the inbounds there for St. Kevin's. Almost a steal by Walsh of the Monarchs. We got a half-court violation there, I believe. It was an interesting call. We'll leave it at that.
I think the referee might have been a bit confused as to the half court there. I think he called a volleyball attack line violation.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, but the Monarchs certainly aren't going to question it. You can see the St. Kevin's coach, I don't think he's asking the referee what time the Bigs grill closes. I think he's asking about that call. But anyway, play continues. Monarchs. Tobin out for Maloney. Maloney's shot, that goes up. Bounces back up. Finds the hands of Maloney on the rebound, but that one's turned over. And here's Collins. Collins for the Mavericks. She's going to stop, slow things down. Traveling there.
Mobile made the right play then to pass the basketball out to their point guard and reset, get another shot, another opportunity, make St. Kevin's play defense. St. Kevin's, although a good defensive team, doesn't want to play defense. They want to run and gun and shoot threes. Just got to take care of passing the basketball. And here's another steal.
Collins for another steal. She's going to get a freebie here. She lays it up for two for the St. Kevin's. Here come the Monarchs. Maloney down for Tobin. Tobin finds the pass down low, but Janine Coombs just couldn't convert. St. Kevin's now on the attack here. Here come the Mavericks. Inbounds by Brina Power. Power puts it down low. Here's Power. And ball is turned over. Going to have a foul here. And it's going to go against Mobile. And certainly the pace and the push from this St. Kevin's team really starting to wear on the face of these Mobile players. What a game effort, though, by this Mobile Monarchs team. You got some news for me, Scott, on number 11.
Kaylee Vaughn, the sister. We have two sister groups on St. Kevin's team. We have Kaylee Vaughn.
And Kaylee, okay.
Yes. And Emma and Brianna Power, both sisters as well.
So it's a family affair in the Ghouls for sure. Mobile under the hoop. Kendra Tobin does a good job going up and grabbing that rebound. But it gets turned over eventually, and Kristen Goss takes over for the Mavericks. Goss moves it up for Fisher. Fisher brings it all the way down herself. Kicking it down low for Collins, and Collins finds the hoop. Here's Sarah Walsh now. Walsh over for Brianna Walsh. Any relation there that you know of, Scott?
I'm not sure. Chances are yes.
St. Kevin's
Cousins
with the
at
steal.
least.
And here's another easy hoop for Ashley Collins. Taking turns, alternating from the right to the left side. Timeout called here. I believe it was by St. Kevin's. I don't know if that surprised you a little, Scott, or not. St. Kevin's seemed to be starting to roll a little bit there. But nonetheless, the timeout is called.
Again, St. Kevin's very confident basketball team. Very confident. I'm not sure if they did call the timeout, but I wouldn't be surprised if Randy White called the timeout, saw something he didn't like on the defensive end, wanted to make some adjustments, wanted to get another player involved. And if it was Randy, I'm sure the Mobile bench are thanking him right now.
Absolutely.
A much-needed timeout.
Yep.
St. Kevin's on a run. I believe they're up 18 points by now.
Momentum is really big in most sports, but in basketball, momentum is like a big piano on your back if you don't have it. And when you get it, watch out.
When you get it, I mean, basketball is all about momentum, Steve, like you said. Very tough to get. When you get it, you want to keep it. And Randy doing a good job calling the timeout. Confident that his team can keep that momentum.
Bell Alliance, a proud sponsor of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. Live from the Powerplex in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Bell Alliance, there's more to love with FiberOp. So, this is going to be Mobile ball. Maloney on the inbound. St. Kevin's going to a little bit of a press here on defense. And a foul called right away. Brina Power, little too aggressive there on defense, Scott.
Little too aggressive, reaching across her body. You got a good press set up. You've had success with it. You have to be disciplined on defense, not foul, and try to get Mobile into a trapping situation.
And we see
you don't want to bail them out.
An adjustment made. St. Kevin's coach calling back the dogs, so to say. And they cause a turnover once again. Here's Collins. Real quick. This Ashley Collins, she can move, Scott.
She can move, and she was up in a race then against Brianna Walsh, who's no slouch.
Absolutely.
Faster than you and I, Steve.
That doesn't take a whole lot for me, big fella. I can't speak for you, but I'm pretty sure the officials move a lot faster than me. And
two great athletes right there.
Our two officials today are certainly no spring chickens. Doing a great job, though. And we wouldn't expect any less. Mobile Monarchs down low. Ball underneath the hoop for Tobin. Tobin manages to get the shot up. Can't hold on, though. Here comes Collins for St. Kevin's. Collins. Bounce pass eventually goes to Kristen Goss. Goss kicks it down low. Going to be a foul down low as Grace Bennett was upended. And Bennett looking to go to the line to shoot two. Don't know if she's going to get that call. Looks like he'll be inbounded.
Mobile's got to do a better job rotating when the point guard or guard with the ball penetrates to the basket. They got to make sure that one of the wings on either side, they're talking, they're communicating, and they're coming back defending, because St. Kevin's is just looking for that lead pass into fast break, easy buckets.
Kayla Fisher drops the deuce from outside and opens up an 18-point lead here in the second half. Here's Walsh. Walsh kicks it down low for Taylor Doyle. Doyle, she goes around the world, takes the ball all around, but no shot. Finally, shot goes up and misses, and away come the Mavericks. Bit of a double dribble there, gets away with that. Ball gets kicked down the floor, and Ashley Collins, they're going to start charging her rent down by the St. Monarchs basket. She's just there getting free shots. Here's Maloney. Maloney puts the shot up. Tobin for the rebound, tips it out, and once again, who is it? Down by the Monarchs basket, but Ashley Collins there for another easy putback.
Too easy.
She's normally the girl bringing the ball up the floor, but it seems like something's changed.
Mobile needs to make an adjustment on that. That's 3, 4, 5 maybe layups. Here's another one.
It's almost like soon as Mobile go to make the shot, Collins is just gone.
And
you
have to have someone back, and it comes back to fitness.
Kayla Fisher, she makes her attempt. Going to have an opportunity at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. 2:26 left to go in this first half. And St. Kevin's now in charge. In what started out the first quarter and early in the second quarter, Scott, Mobile were hanging in there. They were going blow for blow.
Again, that green light and that confidence as the number 2 seed coming into this tournament. St. Kevin's are in this tournament to win it. They're in every tournament to win it. And they're a tough team to beat. Mobile has to make those adjustments, or it's going to be more of the same in the second half. 46 points.
Might we see 100 points here? Ladies high school basketball, that's got to be a rarity, Scott.
It is a very rare
I don't
thing.
remember ever seeing it. Now, I'm not around the sport like you are, but wow. This St. Kevin's team is good.
I would imagine if this game gets out of control, Coach Randy White would
try to
turn
pull the reins
turn the green light, the dimmer down a little bit.
Yeah.
Get some of his younger players in, work some offense. Great inbounds play.
There's a nice shot there from the corner.
Mobile needs to get back and get some stops to end this second half. Try to get this lead under 20.
Sarah Walsh with the basket there for the Monarchs.
Good
Ball
D.
put down low, and that's grabbed by Walsh on the turnover. Here's Walsh under some great pressure there from Collins. Collins gets a touch on Walsh, though, and Walsh is going to draw the foul. This Ashley Collins, I don't think she cares if the scores, if they're up by 300. She's playing hard all the time.
She's in it to win it every second. Great young player, and I don't think her basketball career is going to be over after this season. Where she'll end up, who knows?
So, Sarah Walsh going to the line for the Monarchs. She misses the first of her 2 attempts. Here's Walsh's second shot. And that one draws net. Gets half the points. Here come the Mavericks now. Emma Power controlling the ball. Power kicks it over for Kiana Vaughn. Back outside. Here's a 3-ball attempt by Emma Power, and that one goes through the hoop.
Great possession for St. Kevin's, working inside, out. Nice rhythm shot for a 3-pointer. Classic St. Kevin's basketball. Have to point out, too, that the post player there, Grace Bennett, having seen her, this is the first time I've seen her this year, she's looking like one of the most improved high school basketball players I've seen all year. Still room to improve, but looking very confident in the low blocks.
And they throw the ball into the aforementioned Bennett right away. Bennett can't hold on to that one. Here's Walsh for the Monarchs. Walsh comes down low. I think she was going a little too fast there, Scott. It was like the road runner taking off from the Acme Coyote. Just outran herself and missed the layup.
Have the focus. They're not gimmies. They're not in until they're in.
Here's Tobin. Tobin tries to bring it to the hoop. She thought she was upended, but a traveling call is going to be the call, and the officials did get that one right. St. Kevin's into the final minute of this first half. Up by a bunch. Here are the Mavericks. Stephanie Elwards checked into the game for St. Kevin's. Ball's tipped through, out back for Aylward. Aylward finds Power. Power drives to the hoop, lays it up, and she'll get the shooter's roll there and drops that one. Walsh, an errant pass there. That goes over the hands of the Monarch player, and body language is a big thing, Scott, and you can tell. Things aren't going well for Mobile right now.
There's one thing to be down 25 points going into half. You want to make sure you go into half, even if you're down 25, on a positive note. That was a chance for them to have a positive offensive note. Let's see if they can get a positive defensive stop here. have some momentum going for themselves in the second half.
3-ball attempt draws iron off the hands of Power. Emma Power couldn't take that one. And the buzzer goes. So, St. Kevin's 49, Mobile 24. After one, you're watching coverage of Bell Alliant TV's 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite Eight. Brought to you by Bell Alliant. There's more to love with fiber op. We'll be back with the call of the second half. All right, we're back here for second half action. 2016 Hall of Fame Cup number 2 seeded St. Kevin's Mavericks up by a bunch over the number 7 seed from up the southern shore to Mobile Monarchs. Mobile on the attack here early on in the second half.
Well, they went on a 30-5 run, Steve.
That would do it.
If that'll give you some indication how the second quarter went for
That
Mobile.
would do it. Great ball movement down low there by St. Kevin's, and Kiana Vaughn finishes off the scoring play.
St. Kevin's looking a little bit crisper out of the start than they did at the beginning of the game.
Here's Tobin at the top of the key, looking to put it low. Can't do so. Collins down low for Power. Power with an easy layup there for the Mavericks, and they're starting to really put the foot on the gas pedal here, Scott.
Starting to look like the number 2 seed now.
Another steal there, top of the key. Here's Power. Power in for the layup. That one gets bumped off. It'll be interesting to see what the call is here, if there's a foul on the play or not. Looks
Good
like
hustle by Brianna Power with the Monarchs to get back on defense and swat that basketball away from Emma Power. Put a little bit of pressure on this St. Kevin's. If they're going to shoot layups, they should be pressured.
Here's Collins, Ashley Collins. Stop slowing things down just for a second here for St. Kevin's, because it's been all high octane. There's a 3 ball, and that must be Emma Powers. I think that's her 3rd or 4th 3.
3rd or 4th, and the team must have taken 23s by now.
Oh, absolutely. Shot on the outside by the Monarchs. That's Taylor Doyle. That one misses. St. Kevin's on the rebound, turned over to Kendra Tobin. Finds Emily Walsh, and Walsh drops a bucket for the Monarchs. St. Kevin's back in transition down the floor. Here's Emma Power. You got to think she's going to be looking to set up for that 3 ball once again. Ball gets thrown errantly to the outside. Power saves it. And there's going to be a backcourt call there. That's the easiest call the official is going to have to make today.
Mobile playing a zone defense, but they're inside the 3-point line. I'd like to see them set that defense up a couple steps further around the 3-point line and force St. Kevin's. If you're going to shoot it, you're going to shoot it from deep, from the Jamie Oliver section.
So here we go. Mobile on the attack, shot from the outside. Nice shot there. Off the hands of Emily Walsh. She's heating up a little. That's 2 or 3 in a row for Emily.
Hanging in there, need to get some stops.
St. Kevin's taking their time. St. Kevin's, and another 3 ball there. That one's off Ashley Collins. And I was just about to say, Scott, if Mobile can slow St. Kevin's down and make them work for those baskets a little more, they have more success, because St. Kevin's has been just killing them off fast break opportunities and easy layups. But just in, they just showed, even slowing things down, they're just going to drop a 3 on you.
You have to extend St. Kevin's. They're not afraid to let it fly from downtown. Missed 2, missed 3 in a row. They still have that green light. They know they can get hot. You have to make them shoot contested shots and from as far out as possible. Not letting them catch it would be a good
That's a great
strategy as well.
Absolutely.
But for what I'm seeing right now from this Mobile team, they're just content to sit back, play this zone, but if they just spread it out a little tiny bit more.
Layup down low, that one misses. St. Kevin's, though, really starting to put the pressure on defense as well. Good hard drive to the basket there by Brina Power. She draws the foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. You can see the Mobile player, Brianna Walsh, talking to her coach, saying, hey, coach, I had my hands up. What else can I do there? Not much you really can there. If Power's coming to the hoop like that with her mind intent on driving to the basket, you're either just getting out of the way or you're getting hammered.
That's it. You have to make a decision. Am I going to go for this play and try to get a defensive stop? If not, there's no in-between ground. You're either going to go all in, try to get the stop, a good clean play on the basketball, or just try to run by her, try to fake that you're going to physically attempt to stop her and just run by her, see if she'll miss a layup, scoop up a rebound.
So St. Kevin's here with a little bit of a half-court trap, it seems. Scott, are you a little surprised at that?
No, I'm not surprised. St. Kevin's, again, they play tough the whole time. They're not going to sit back and just because they have a 30-point lead, stop playing their basketball.
Long 3-ball attempt and make by Sarah Walsh there. She kisses one off the glass for 3. St. Kevin's gone to their bench a little bit here. As we see Ashley Collins having a seat. Probably the first time. I believe Collins played the whole first half, Scott.
And she probably won't play the second half. We'll see what Coach Randy White does. It's going to be a long weekend. There's a lot of basketball to be played tomorrow. And if you're planning ahead for Sunday, which I'm sure St. Kevin's are planning on being in that championship game, you want to rest your point guards as much as possible, especially in the first round.
So tell us, in a prototypical week for these, and let's say the elite high school basketball programs, how often are they in the gym in the run of a week during the school year?
I would hope Canada Basketball suggests that you have a 3-to-1 practice to game ratio. So I would hope that these programs are in the gym at least 3 times a week.
So is there any that you know of? Like, I know I've been viewing Coach Bruce with Holy Heart.
Sure.
Are pretty good buddies.
I went to a game on Monday night, the City League game. It was Waterford Valley boys versus the Gonzaga boys. Game was at 7 o'clock, ended at 8:30. As everyone's cleaning up, getting out of the gym, the Waterford Valley girls were in practicing at 8:30. So I know those girls are in the gym with Coach Jeff Moore. That's why they're the #1 team in the province. I don't know St. Kevin's schedule, but I can guarantee you that those girls in that program are in the gym 3-4 times a week.
So they're at it at a high level, and I would probably
you have to be.
I'd probably disagree as to why Waterford Valley's #1 because of the gym. I'd say it's probably because they're combined from the defunct Booth and Bishops teams last year that were #1 and 2.
It's hard to compete when they join the top 2 teams together. If anyone can do it, I think there's a couple teams in this tournament that have a shot at knocking off the Waterford Valley girls Warriors basketball team. St. Kevin's being one.
And it's really important. You mentioned about Collins going to sit on the bench now probably for St. Kevin's. It is really important to save your team, save your big players, and get some experience for your bench players.
100%. You know, you talk about a program and how much these programs are practicing. You have to get these younger players, grade 10. Sometimes we have some grade 9s playing. Get them to feel what it's like to play on Bell at the Powerplex with the big lights on for your program. Looking long-term athletic development.
You see Brianna Walsh just dropped the bucket for the Monarchs. Monarchs into the zone defense once again. Going to force a traveling call there. Mobile calls the turnover. And we see checking into the game for St. Kevin's, Stephanie Aylward's going to come in, and Brina Power is going to take a seat for a little while.
Hard-working team. These girls deserve the break. You get on the floor, you work as hard as you can until your coach takes you off, and then you enjoy your rest, watch the game, cheer your teammates on.
Taylor Doyle, good job bringing the ball up the floor for Mobile. Ball's kicked across, and McKenna Walsh takes it, puts it out for Sarah Walsh. Here's Walsh.
Great play to get to the basket.
And that rebound is pulled down by Grace Bennett.
Have to do a better job adjusting to this fast breaking St. Kevin's team. When the point guard, we talked about it in the first half, when the point guard penetrates to the basket, it's the role of the 2 or the 3, the wings. They have to communicate and get back and play what my old coach used to call the goalie. You have to go back and play the goalie.
There's a chance under the hoop, and another basket there for the Monarchs as Dana Maloney drops 2. Let him come. Full wholesale substitutions now coming in. We do see Collins check back into the game for the Mavericks.
And you mentioned programs, Steve. This is a young mobile Monarchs program. I know there's been a bit of a resurgence in basketball up the shore in the last few years. Even though this team may look a little outclassed in this particular game right now, this is a growing program, and I look forward to watching basketball continue to grow on the Southern Shore. And if the first quarter was an indication of what is to come,
absolutely, yeah.
I think Mobile is in good shape years to come. Takes a while.
Any rivalry between the schools, Scott? I mean, given their proximity in Gould, Southern Shore, maybe similar to an O'Donnell and Mount Pearl Senior High. Anything like that there? Or?
I would hope so. And as both of these teams get more competitive, as Mobile gets more competitive, look for that rivalry to heat up.
Mobile's Walsh couldn't quite handle that one.
The main rivalry in high school basketball is anyone against Gonzaga. It seems Gonzaga,
I think that's high school sports in general,
has the target on their backs, and everyone likes to beat Gonzaga. And I think now Waterford Valley has a huge target on their back. They're the biggest high school in the province, certainly in the city.
Great battle down low there for the rebound. Collins comes away with it. But you're right with Gonzaga's. I got to bet if there was a Parcheesi competition out there, they'd probably be the guys targeted for sure.
They're the Duke, the equivalent of Duke basketball.
So,
two great programs, by the way, Gonzaga.
Mobile up the floor. A wild shot thrown up there by McKenna Walsh. Can't hold on to that one. Away comes Kristen Goss for St. Kevin's.
I love how St. Kevin's are always looking to pass the basketball. They're always looking ahead to find an easy basket for their team.
I'll tell you what, there's more traveling on Expedia than what I've seen out in this court here today, Scott. St. Kevin's now. They turn it over. Away comes the Monarchs. Here's Walsh. Walsh throws one up off the glass. Rebound pulled down by Aylward.
Steve, part of being an elite basketball player, good basketball player, is having good footwork. I agree we're seeing some traveling violations that are not being called. I think the game is getting a little bit out of hand, and the refs are deciding to let these whistles go.
And nothing wrong with that either. Here's Collins, shot from the outside. Big rebound grab there by Kylie Emberley. Emberley gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot too. See if some of the officials just walked by us. He's much too young to referee in this tournament. On the line is going to be Kylie Emberley. Don't forget, folks, you can reach out to us on Twitter. Talk to Scott at NLB Train. And if you want to throw a dart at me, by all means, at Steve Power NL.
I know last year we had a couple people from out on the West Coast, Alberta, Edmonton, I believe, watching the games. Love to hear from anybody out there watching the games today. Let us know how we're doing.
Bell Line TV1 is the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellalliant.ca/TV1. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with fiber optic. Jump ball situation here. Ball will go to the Monarchs. Sydney Walsh going to take it below the rim. And we see the gym starting to fill up a little here, Scott, as boys action going to come up next. And I believe we're going to have Fatima on our court, the alma mater of one Carl English, I believe.
The great Carl English.
Sorry, the great Carl English.
The boat, the best of all time.
Absolutely.
Also, the alma mater of Janine Brown.
She wasn't too bad either.
A fantastic female basketball player. I had a podcast interview with Hannah Jardine, of course, from Mount Pearl, who's playing Division I scholarship basketball in the United States with the University of Delaware. And we talked briefly about Janine Brown. And I asked Hannah, could Janine Brown play on that Delaware team? And Hannah laughed and said she'd start.
Wow. Speaking of Jardine, Scott, a three-point attempt put up there by St. Kevin's that hits. She has a younger sister, I believe, in grade 7 in Mount Pearl, absolutely dominating grade 7 basketball. I know this because I have a daughter who's that age and was unfortunate enough to be assigned, hey, you defend her. Good luck with that, my baby. Not a chance she had. This young kid, Jardine, a name to watch for in the future for sure.
A hard-working basketball family, knows what it takes to get there.
Here's Mobile now. Mobile's emptied their bench, getting everybody in part of the action here. Nice ball movement around.
Great play.
And Sydney Walsh is going to drop that one for a couple. Great to see the
some
coach
moments.
Getting all the players in here.
Mobile have shown some moments of real good basketball. Unfortunately, just not enough of those moments here today.
Ball turned over down low, going to stay in the hands of St. Kevin's. So here's Collins. Collins been on the floor a good bit in this third quarter. She sat down for a little break, but that being said, Scott, she seemed to be distributing the ball a lot more and not bringing it to the rack as much.
And you know I said that she probably wouldn't play. There's a fine line as a coach you have to find there where you don't want to sit your players too much.
Absolutely.
You want to get them out, get them comfortable with the environment, feeling confident about themselves and their team feeling confident.
That's a really important spot. The environment. They don't play out of this facility. I don't know if anybody got the opportunity to practice here beforehand or whatnot, but this has got to be a little daunting to start a game in such a huge facility.
Absolutely, and don't take away the fact that this game is being streamed.
Yeah.
The cameras are on. There's 2 guys over there with headphones on. And a lot of these players don't get this opportunity. This is why this is such a great opportunity, great weekend for basketball, high school basketball in Newfoundland to play in a great facility like this, have it streamed. Great experience for our kids.
Bell TV1 very, very proud to be bringing this to everybody out there. And as we wind down the third quarter over now, 72-39 the score right now. We'll look ahead a little for a second to our next game. I believe we've got Fatima, number 7, tangling with the number 2 ranked Holy Heart team.
The number 2, and you want to talk about momentum. This Holy Heart basketball team is coming off winning their own tournament last weekend. I believe they went 5-0. They're in this to win it. They're looking to knock off, of course, the beasts from the West Coast, the Corner Brook High basketball team. Anyone in this tournament has a shot to do it this weekend. It's the Holy Heart team. Fatima is in tough. See how they come out and see if they can have an upset, get some buzz going in this gym.
So we're going to take a little break for a second. We'll be back for the call of this fourth quarter from the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. Bell TV1. Fourth quarter underway. St. Kevin's pick up right where they left off on the offensive attack. Ball gets turned over though, and away comes Mobile with a chance to create some offense now.
Really impressed with this player on Mobile, number 42, Kendra Tobin. Really strong player, great player, has a great feel for the basketball. You see her then on the top of the key setting a great pick, rolling to the basket. Very good player.
Sarah Walsh is the one I like, Scott. I'd like to know what grade she's in with a 3-point attempt there. That one's dropped by, I believe, number 12, Emily Walsh. Wonder how old is this Sarah Walsh, because if she's younger, she's got a little bright future.
Unfortunately, it doesn't say that the player's grades on the program. We'll check it out at half.
There's the old ball stuck in the basket trick.
Jump up and get it, Steve.
Yes, they'll be waiting a while for me to jump up there, I believe. Is that a case that the ball's not inflated properly?
No, I think that's just a case of the basketball landing perfectly between the backboard and the rim.
Right on.
Happens quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I think you might see that 4 or 5 times this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. That's number one.
Well,
Let's have a tally.
Okay, there we go, folks. For those watching at home, keep the scoreboard out. Mobile, Tobin, top of the key. Tobin with a double dribble there. She's got a big smile on her face, though. She knew she was caught.
Busted.
As soon as the referee made the call. Good to see that. St. Kevin's now. Back up the floor. Quick ball movement. Been a character staple of their offense so far. Angela Green checks into the game now. Kicks it down low, and St. Kevin's score once again.
Fisher with a nice play. Back to the basket.
Here's a shot from the outside by Alyssa Power. That one misses. We got a double dribble call there, or carry called, and ball will be turned back over to the Monarchs once again. And I've probably said it before, real good to see about both of these coaches making sure these girls get an opportunity to play here. We kid and joke about the camera and the telecast, whatever, but it is something. They want to play. They want to play on TV and on the web. It's important. No one wants to sit down and be on the bench for a whole game. And I guess sometimes you got to do what you got to do to win a basketball game, but this isn't one of those times, and let everybody be a part of it, and hopefully you can do a memory. Here's Tobin now. Tobin's going to kick it outside for Walsh. Walsh, top of the key. She quickly finds out there's nobody home there. Ball gets kicked back out to Walsh, and a nice drive to the basket there for Sarah Walsh.
You know, sitting on the bench is a great opportunity to learn. You can get your master's degree on the bench, but you need to get that PhD. You got to get out on the floor, and you got to get in the mix. So it's good to see for these two programs.
Substitution coming in for the Mavericks as out goes Brina Power, and in comes Kristen Goss.
Kristen Goss is a young player in the mix for the Canada Games program, coming up with Coach Wayne Bartlett. Real nice player.
Long shot attempt there by the Monarchs. Misses, but touched off a St. Kevin's player, so Mobile will get the ball back once again. Here's Tobin. Tobin being defended very strongly there by Kayla Fisher. Walsh, long shot there. That looked like it was from outside the arc, Scott, but no official's hand went up. So it's going to be a very long two.
A great shot nonetheless.
Fisher.
A rare, easy basket for Mobile this game.
Fisher kicks it out to Power. Power's three-point attempt shot misses. St. Kevin's with the rebound. Draws the foul, though, and they'll go to the charity stripe once again. 6:48 left to go. 74-48 for the powerhouse St. Kevin's Mavericks. Another one of the young officials walking by.
Randy Ball, my elementary school phys ed teacher.
Good guy. So 1 of 2 from the line for St. Kevin's. Here come the Monarchs. Walsh kicks it down low for McKenna Walsh. McKenna throws the ball across the floor, picked up by Maria Sullivan. Sullivan out for Sarah Walsh. Walsh back for Sullivan. Ball goes through her hands. And outside, substitutions coming in for the Mavericks. Bella Line TV1's the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellaliant.ca/TV1. Bella Liant, there's more to love with fiber op. Collins, drives down the floor. Shot from the outside. Rebound there, pretty easy rebound there by Grace Bennett. She was all alone, had lots of time to go back up with it. Here's Walsh. Walsh probably carried that one, but instead we do have a foul. Foul call there, and that's what we say is probably known as a scoreboard call for that foul, Scott. Any other time, that's a 3-point game. That's probably a carry or double dribble.
Yes, or no call.
Or no call, and in this game, it's a foul. That's okay. Mobile on the attack here. Nikita Harvey, her chance for a touch on the ball. Can't quite hold on to it. Chance for Gonzaga to press. Good steal there by Walsh. And an easy basket there. Put down by Emily Walsh there. Nice steal by Mobile.
Nice steal, great play. Saw a lot of that from St. Kevin's in the first half. Not so much this half, which is a one of those little victories for Mobile.
Sure. Janine Coombs, she takes away from Mobile, but it gets stolen once again by Taylor Frizzell Ryan for St. Kevin's. Bennett down low. Tries to kick it out for Frizzell Ryan. That one's going to go to a jump ball.
Steve, want to remind everyone that we have the provincial...
Did the Seagulls just land here in the building or something? Or go ahead.
I want to remind everyone that the NLBA will be having provincial basketball tryouts here at the Powerplex on March 29th, 30th, and 31st. Any kid out there listening, come out and try out for these teams, whether it's your first year playing basketball or you're right in the mix to make these teams a great experience. Come on out, see what it's all about, see what the level of competition is. Whether you make the team or not, you can go back to your hometown and work on your skills and come back and have a chance to play and represent Newfoundland and Labrador.
So would that be open to the 45-year-old kid who's 300 pounds, Scott? Or I'm assuming that's probably more
You're
of a
not
younger.
45.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I am 45.
You are not 300 pounds.
I am not far from it. Speaking of 300 pounds, here's Jason Thompson coming in through the door here, coach of Waterford Valley boys team. And I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding.
You're an ankle twist away from 300 pounds.
That's probably true, yeah. Mobile. Find the basket and they drop it, and going to go through the line because Janine Coombs got to try to complete a 3-point play here for Mobile. 4:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. St. Kevin's in the proverbial driver's seat in this one. Here come the Mavericks. Ball kicked out for Angela Green. Green down low for Kristen Goss. Goss top of the key. Shot missed by Kaylee Vaughn. Vaughn grabs her own rebound. Can't get it to go.
St. Kevin's, although ahead, they're standing around on offense. They need to move with some urgency.
You got to think, Scott, it's mailed in though at this point. Up by 30,
it is
under 4 to play.
It is mailed in, but you know, you are still thinking ahead and still preparing yourself for those championship moments.
I get it, but I also acknowledge that those girls are probably set on the bench right now, those girls preparing for that championship moment. The ones on the floor are getting some valuable playing time here.
You have a point. You have a point, but over this weekend, things happen, injuries happen, and opportunities present themselves for young players.
Year.
Absolutely.
You called it. I'm shocked last year. I remember St. Kevin's and Bishops, girls game. St. Kevin's were up by 22 points after the third, I believe, or after the half for sure.
Yes.
And
18 minutes left or 16 minutes. It was just
crazy, and you called it. I remember. That's why you're the Swami. That's why I give it to you.
The Oracle, I believe.
Whatever it is. I'm just a fat idiot. You are the man. So.
But as a young player, you know, and coming off the bench, I've spent a fair amount of time on the bench. When you get into these games, even though it's a 30-point game, a blowout game, it is your opportunity to shine and make your case that you want to climb the ladder within the structure of your team.
And that's a fact. I agree with that 100%.
And get some playing time.
I remember in that particular game last year, one young lady on the Bishop squad rode the pine for a lot, and she really turned the tide in that game. I believe she finished with 8 points, but they were 8 crucial points, and she pretty much really got her team going. I can't remember the young lady's name.
I think her name was Lauren Shallow, and she scored the go-ahead basket. At least I know that's true.
So if you're the Mobile Mavericks here, what are you looking to draw on? I know we talk about experience and playing, and good job by the coach getting the players into the game. See a shot there, draws iron. Nice rebound attempt there by Nikita Harvey. Can't come away with it. St. Kevin's come away. So what are you trying to build on here if you're the Monarchs, Scott?
You know, after one, it was a 3-point game, I believe, and then St. Kevin's went on a 30-5 run, largely in part because of Mobile weren't getting back that goalie that I talked about. So that's something that you can work on right now. You don't have to wait till your next practice. You can work on that right now. Talk about it during a timeout and come out back on the floor and try to ensure that it doesn't happen to you again going forward into this tournament. That's one example. Other than that, you just want to get your athletes in there. You want to get them working hard, get them comfortable, get them some minutes, get them some experience, touches on the basketball under pressure against the 2 seed.
So a minute and 31 here left to go. St. Kevin's, top of the key, slowing things down, starting to eat up some time off the clock here. Referee has the play ball call made, so when the referee calls play ball, that means exactly
10 seconds.
10 seconds to get a shot off. And that shot must hit the rim, is that correct?
Yes.
There's a long attempt there, 3-ball attempt there by St. Kevin's Kristen Goss, and she went down hard after she hit that one. Good shot there by Goss. Wild attempt there by McKenna Walsh to throw that one up.
What I like about number 22 on St. Kevin's, this Goss player, she hits a 3, the bench goes wild, and she doesn't break character. She just hustles back, gets
like
back
she's
on
done
defense.
It before.
Like she's done it before, and that's a sign of a great player. And she's a good young player with the potential, if she keeps working hard, to be a great player someday.
St. Kevin's now going to go back on defense. Mobile, possibly with their last trip down the floor in this one.
And it's that defensive intensity that separates her, I believe, from the rest.
Ball kicked down low for Maloney. Maloney goes up with it, can't get it, and Aylward comes away with the rebound. Here's Goss. Goss.
And she's a lefty.
Down low, and St. Kevin's, the countdown is on now. St. Kevin's just going to hold it on and let this one run off. Your final score, the number 2 seeded St. Kevin's Mavericks, 87. And the number 7 seed, they were game early on, folks. Don't let the score fool you. The Mobile Monarchs certainly put up a good fight in the early parts of this one, but they come down. And on the wrong end of an 87-52 score, you're watching Bell Alliant TV1 coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite 8. We'll be back for the call of our next game, Holy Heart versus Fatima in boys action. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Power on behalf of Scott and Oftel. Good afternoon.